Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how the Kickstarter project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the the fourth most popular project on all of Kickstarter. That is Tome of Beast 3, the Full Throttle 5th Edition Monster Mayhem. That's a mouthful. The final volume of 5e monsters in the Tome of Beast series. So what do I know from the get-go? I know that this is the third in a series, so there's going to be potentially 3 books that I can buy here that I should be able to buy. I already want those because I don't have them. I see absolutely drop-dead gorgeous artwork, which is cool here. You tell me it's a book of monsters. It's very clean and clear, and it's raised $454,000. Overall, I like the main image. I'd like to know the price of it, but I'd say that's a nitpick. Let's get into it. More than 400 monsters to surprise, delight, and horrify your players. Now, I feel like that number right there should be on the marquee, more than 400 monsters, because that is a lot of monsters. I'm expecting this to be a big book. As always, when we go into it, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Convince me in the video. Let's go.
Want to hear your players say, "Oh my God, what is that thing?" Kobold Press is here to help with creatures that shock and horrify. Stump your group with the Ghost Knight Templar, the Torch Mimic, the Vapor Drake, the Tumor Troll, the Tar Golem, or even a monster you design. Find all these and more in the Tome of...
Wow. Hey, Cleric. I gotta say, that was a fantastic first 25 seconds. You know, it's just book... Like, you show me the book, you show me what I want to buy, I've seen the gorgeous artwork, I see all these different monsters, and I say, wow, I want that, I want this in my campaign, I want to play with this, I want this to interact with my world and with my characters, and there's 400 of them, sign me up. I think they did a great job in the first 25 seconds of making me want this.
Beast 3. This hardcover, full-color book provides your campaign with towering giants, blood-curdling demons, and things so hideous they should not exist. More than 400 all-new adversaries, fully play-tested and ready for your next game session.
I like the fact they mentioned fully play-tested. They didn't need to mention it, I just assumed, but the fact that they mentioned it's just, I like it.
And that's only the beginning. Transform your battle map with unique custom miniatures.
Oh.
Prepare that unexpected side quest in minutes with Tome of Beast 3's Book of Lairs.
What?
A collection of one-shot encounters using creatures from the Tome of Beast 3. Rule your gaming table with gorgeous Tome of Beast dice.
Wow.
And submit a monster for possible publication in Tome of Beast 3.
What?
Set aside the old...
Okay. There is so much to unpack there in the last 40 seconds. That was absolutely delightful. So, first 25 seconds, I saw the book, and I noticed that these things were looking like real, kind of minis, and I was like, okay. And so now they're selling minis, so now I want the minis if I'm going to get the book, and I want to role play properly. But then, there's actual adventures we can go on, specific adventures that are based on these characters, and then they're telling me everything they're going to try and sell me here. They're pretty much telling me what's in the whale, and I want it. And then the last one here, giving you the stretch goal, or giving you the pledge level where you can create something that goes into the book. I love that idea. I'm very intrigued by how they're doing that. But this, and then this shot right here. This isn't 400 monsters and you get 6 sentences on the monster. This is lore. Look at all that information for each one. That is just absolutely fantastic showmanship.
Set aside the old tomes and terrify your know-it-alls. Back Tome of Beast 3 on Kickstarter today.
You want to know how you raise nearly $500,000 doing tabletop role-playing game stuff? You make a video like that. I mean, they have the pedigree. It's obviously their 3rd time doing this, but that was so well done. Just, do I want it? Yes, I do. Can you do it? You already did. You convinced me. You told me because this is the 3rd edition. I already know the first 2 editions exist. I'm assuming I can buy them, so do it. Can you do it? Yeah, I feel comfortable now. As always, I'll go in here, double check. Make sure oh, wow, look at that. Look at the huge team. So we should have some great customer service up in here. Love it. So the book, and I think I did one of these before. So let's go here and make sure people have got their stuff. It's a lot different than board games. I imagine it's a lot quicker to print this sort of thing. Is it too late to change my address? So that one has not shipped out. Shipping update and Easter egg, November 10th, November 15th. So wow. So I bet this one has shipped out one because they haven't updated in months and months and months. Let's see. Double check. We're happy to report that Village and PDFs have shipped to the backers. Most print copies for the U.S. arrived in a few weeks with a relative handful underway so far. So yeah, that one is out. Let's check this one. Updates, 158. Fulfillment complete. Awesome. Makes it so easy to figure it out. Let's go to the one that's 2 away. But yeah, this is making me feel super comfortable right now. Page count expands. Shipping delayed to July. So this was from 7 days ago. So this is them being transparent up front, and they said, shipping delayed. And it's not 133 comments because they've been jerking around and not communicating. It's 133 hearts and 20 comments because they communicate well. And so I'm seeing great customer service here. Can you do it? Through the roof. Feel super comfortable. Not to mention 23 created, 197 back. I mean, you don't even click on it at that point. You're like, all right, I assume that they're probably on the level. So, last thing. How much is it? Hopefully they don't beat around the bush. We get straight to the price. The Tome of Beast 3 will bring 400 new monsters in the 5th edition, from Ghost, Knight Templars to Riptide Drakes, as well as foul new fiends, challenging aberrations, and so much more. Not to mention all Tome of Beast 3 Kickstarter backers at the $29 level and up and can submit an original monster design for possible publication. Oh, wow. It's not even like an extra, like a stretch goal type thing or a pledge level type thing where you have to back for like a huge amount of money. It's just, oh, you got an idea? You just throw us the idea. And now I also kind of know that the book is $29. Or maybe that's the PDF. We'll see. That seems really low. I don't know. In addition to the Tome Beast hardcover and PDFs, this Kickstarter will fund the creation of 16 or more beautiful monster minis, 4 VTT editions, the digital editions, and the digital edition's cool. So you can get these beasts on the table really fast. Miniatures ship to U.S. only, dice ship to U.S. and Canada only, and the books and digital awards ship worldwide. So I do like that. This is fantastic right here. Because here's the bottom line. If I went through this entire Kickstarter campaign and I was absolutely in love with it and I got to that point and then I realized, oh, I can't have the minis and I'm somewhere else in the world, I'm super annoyed. I love the fact that they mentioned this because this is a negative. This sucks. But they turned a negative into a positive by mentioning the negative up front. It's just that easy. I mean, I love that. The monster from Tome Beast cover the gamut from trash mobs to major villains, and each has been carefully designed, tested, edited, and illustrated to make an immediate, terrifying impact on your next 5e game. You can download a sample PDF of unedited top 3 monsters to see some open. Just open it. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That looks great. So much information. This looks fantastic. Rewards for backing. All right, so here we go. So the $29 PDF. $45 gets you Layers, which is the additional game mode that you can use with these monsters. And once again, because you explained what's in this Kickstarter so well in the video, this is flowing seamlessly. $49. Okay, we get dice. Now I don't know what this is. I spoke too soon. I don't know what this is either. I don't know why. What are these? Why do I want these? You haven't mentioned those. I have no clue what those are, so I'm just going to keep scrolling to... There we go. That's so odd. And I'm sure they will explain these, and I'm sure I'll like them, but it's like... Okay. So $59, we get the PDF, and then the $89 gets you... Okay, so that's $60 for the book. It's 400 monsters. This is a book that you're going to have on your shelf, let's be honest, probably until the day you die, or until you decide that you're just totally done with role-playing. Because role-playing, I mean, that's the thing. You can play it in your 70s. So, $60 for that, I don't bat an eye. I feel like that's a really rock-solid price. And then you get the extra books, $90. This is great prices. Now we got limited editions. We're mixing it up here. Okay. So this is the fancier book. It's got the fancy stuff on it. I always feel like the spine. Let me know what you think about this. I always feel like the spine, if you're going to make like a deluxe fancy version of a book, I feel like the spine really needs to get special attention. Because 99.9% of the time that you see this book, it's not going to be the front. Because when you get it out, it's just, you're looking at it. You look at the spine most of the time, unless you just specifically display your book. So I feel like the spine is the go-to. And then this is the $600 edition, which of course I need that because it has it looks like it has a box sleeve on it. Why is it? Does this have all of the editions? Oh, now this has all the editions, so that's a whole different... I don't know what it is, though. Retailer only, cool. Note that retailer only ships to only United States, add-ons and extras. Once you've chosen your primary reward, you can add minis, VTT licenses, unique dice, or other elements to customize your pledge. Here are the primary elements available. So, this is the shopping area. So this is where if you want the minis, this is clean. It has a better spine. It does have a better spine, but it's just like, I want like a spine that really just grips me. Like, why can't we have like art on spines? I see kids' books do that all the time. That's a nitpick, though. I mean, overall, this has been a fantastic... And look at this. 4 medium/medium minis, small, 2 large, or 1 huge mini. They're breaking it down. It's really clean and clear. What if I just want all the minis? That's kind of odd that there's not that big whale pledge level. Like, I feel like there's the $89 one, and then whatever those minis are going to cost, so it's like $80 or whatever, there should be just a $169 one. And now I know that seemed like it might be a lot, but, you know, on Kickstarter, it's not really. Not really. I mean, not anymore. Like, let's be quite frank, this is a $239 retail edition, and coming from the board game hobby, I say that sounds like a reasonable price for a whale pledge level. Like, I just feel like you should have just swung for it and said, hey, $169, $200, you get all the minis. Because worst case scenario, they just don't take it. But I feel like that needs to be something on here. Oh, here we go. These are the license. I just don't know what this means. Okay. Minis. The miniatures by F and Cool include the most amazing. I don't know if that's supposed to be a G. Or if it's amazing. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a G. Small, medium, large, and huge creatures. You can add, get rid of the extra ED. Add them to your pledge via the add-ons function. Small, medium. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Looks cool. Good looking minis. Step 1: calculate the cost of the minis. Okay. Any 2? I kind of understood this already. So now we're getting into some more add-on prices. So if you want 2 groups of small, well, that kind of makes sense. If you want more than one, so okay. Here's what I think would have done. Here's A, here's B, here's C. A is the small, B is the large, C is the huge. Each of these that you want is going to be $12. Then it goes to $24, $36, $48. Just every single one you want, add $12 to it. Because it seems like that is it, because there's not giving any discount there. So now we have VTT license. Are you still having to add every miniature as a retail add-on? I do believe so. I don't feel like any of the pledge levels had the minis in them. I don't know why they chose that way. That's an interesting choice. Maybe it's because they're going to be shipped. Yeah, I wonder if it's because they're going to be probably made by completely different companies. Whereas in board games, you know, you might go to a manufacturer and they do the minis as well. And so it's just all together. I wonder if that's why. Different shipping dates, potentially. All right, so VTT licenses. If you want to combine a virtual tabletop license with a print or PDF item, we support Roll20. So what does this mean? Add adventures at $39 discount for the retail price. Add the platform you prefer and get the Kickstarter discount price. So I think this means you'll get to play through it on one of these digital platforms. Oh, that's actually really cool. Okay, so I take that one back, honestly. That's my tabletop role-playing game ignorance popping through. But I still think in that pledge level, it would have been nice if just like some words, just like, hey, move this to the left. Campaign on this platform, campaign on this platform, campaign on this platform, campaign on that platform. And then I'm also kind of excited, like, oh, I could run this on that. Maybe I click on that. Maybe I check that out. Maybe this is what gets me into that hardcore. You never know. Because taking away the physical need to get together barrier, I think, really can increase the probability that someone's going to play role-playing games. My iPad just died. That hurts my heart. All right, I have no chat. This is sad. Hardcover books and PDFs, submitted monster. All backers of the $29 level and up may submit a monster for possible publication. We mentioned this. We started with the top 5 monsters when the project funded, and more slots for backer monsters are added as the project grows through stretch goals. Oh my gosh, there's stretch goals? No. I feel like we should have mentioned the stretch goals already by now, because this, I'm assuming it's a banger stretch goals right here. I'm assuming you've hit a lot. You've raised nearly $500,000. Advice on how to design a compelling monster will be included at the end of the project in a backer-only update. So they're saying, you're going to completely craft this thing. You want to send it to us. and it'll be judged by experienced designers. And then I imagine they will tweak it after that. That is so stinking cool. We have that creature professionally illustrated. That is really neat. All right, stretch goals. Once we hit our minimum funding level, we will expand the scope of stretch goals. So this feels like you need to update this page, please. Stretch goals higher. You've hit it. Pivot. 50K with 5 backer monsters. So we hit 50K. That means there will be 5 backer monsters in that. This project includes plans for more than 27 stretch goals, many of which are shared below. The backers have already unlocked more than 20 of them. This is weird. That you're talking to me in that I don't know. It's kind of like we went from third person to second person. I don't know. 3 additional coastal monsters. That's awesome. Backer monsters plus small miniature add-on unlocked. Oh, that's the penguin dude. Awesome. 3 additional jungle monsters. 3 additional black. 1 additional adventure added to the layer of Tome. See, so I feel like this stretch goal area is just really malnourished here. Expand it. Add some pictures in here. Show me what I'm getting. Showing me some ideas. This should be a fun area to go through that makes me want to back your project even more. And I already did. I feel like, honestly, if you just put this right up at the top after that video, then I went through this and said, oh my gosh, we're getting all this on top of what I already was promised in that video, I am so in. But instead it's buried down here where it's going to have, well, it's still a serviceable stretch goal area. I feel like it's having less impact than it could potentially have, and it just keeps going. Oh my gosh, it's so bad that this is here, I feel like. Additional NPCs. I didn't even know there were NPCs. I thought we had monsters, but now we have 3 additional NPCs, so I'm more excited. 3 additional city monsters, 3 additional backer monsters, plus the guest design reveal. What? There's a guest design, so from someone from something else? That's amazing. Huge Necroteth, 1 additional adventure added, 3 powerful planar beings. This is so damn good. Ghost Knight, like that could have been such a fun stretch goal area to go through. And it was. I did enjoy it, but it could have been way better, I feel like. Hit me with those unlocks, get me excited, list it off at the top. Oh my. Where to find us. Cool, creative team. That's the other thing. I see join us on Discord. The amount of comments on here, I feel like you might need to get a little bit more engagement going. Because this, you don't want people in your Discord comment. You want people here. So what do we got? 469 packers getting the PDF. Awesome. So this is the PDF plus the game. 545. And that's awesome. Roll 20 VTT for both books. 181 people. 79 people. 64 people. 14 people. That's awesome. Tome of Beast hardcover plus the PDF. The big one, 1,610 people. Makes sense. Oh, wait. Did we talk about shipping? Oh, no! We didn't talk about shipping. Damn it. Oh, that's a half-point grade drop. Immediately. Shipping not included. Shipping applied to... So shipping... Where's shipping? Oh, it's on all these. I just want more... So there's shipping... Okay. Shipping. Our preliminary immigration standards were just still... even so... yeah, so they're not telling us anything about shipping. And it's a book. It's a physical product, so I do need to know the shipping. I'm assuming it could be a medium flat rate padded shipping envelope, so it shouldn't be ridiculous. It should be, what, $10, something like that? But it's something that I need to know. I want to know. It's just crucial information. Hardcover layers plus the 2 PDFs. Yeah, let's figure out what the hell these pledge levels were, because I still don't even know why I'm giving you $600. All right. The hardcover plus the layers. Okay, got it. 1517. A lot of people want that. Fantastic. 5 hard. So this is the retailer. 27. Awesome. Hand-bound leather books. Okay. There was only 12. Oh, okay. So there's only 15 of them. And, oh, so this is the $600 one. I see. That's why it's so freaking expensive. That's because it's a super primo collector's item. You know, it's but once again, I feel like this could have been way better displayed over here. Like if I get to 125 and I'm like, yeah, that's the one I need to go for, which is, let's see, how many people was that? Oh, it's sold out. These are all sold out. These are limited editions. Oh, they're limited editions. That's why it says limited edition. Duh. So this is, why is this? Oh, because it's got a fancy cover. 700. 300. So they made 1,000 print run of those. And then, so, okay. Interesting. That's interesting. Adding some collectability to the tabletop role-playing games book market. I think I like that idea. Why not? How do I submit a monster? What if I want one of every miniature? Yeah, that's the big why not. We hope to unlock additional miniature sculpts through stretch goals as the Kickstarter progresses. Because of this, we can't accurately create all in one. So they're doing the CMON thing pretty much. It's like, we can't do the all in yet because we don't know how much we're going to make. Then say there's an all in, and the more stretch goals we get to, the more popular it's going to be. Like, if that is actually a pledge level, like, I don't know. How would you do that? If you literally did not know. I guess I'm just so used to board games where everybody has this stuff all planned out. Okay, anywho. Updates. Oh, God. Wow, that's so ugly. Monster sneak peek and guest reveal. So we got 8 comments, 4 comments. Oh, stop it with that. 17 comments and 1 comment. So not much engagement here. I'm going to guess we're not asking any questions. Wow, our backers never cease to amaze us. We're ever so grateful for the support. We'd like to extend an extra special thank you to those who shared, liked, and retweeted the teasers and announcing. But the fun isn't just in funded. We have 30 days to see how many stretch goals we can hit, and we look forward to revealing the goodies. So you hit your thing in like no time at all. 20 minutes. Totally pop that stretch goals up there. Remember, you, at least according to your Kickstarter campaign, believe that the stretch goals were the least important part of your campaign, aside from all that useless crap at the bottom that nobody looks at, and no shipping area. So I don't like the organization of the page there. Also, I feel like, let's go back to the original thing. Like, 20 stretch goals unlocked. Like, I know you want to show off your gorgeous artwork, but 20 stretch goals unlocked right here. $59. Why not just pop it up there? I say $59, 20 stretch goals unlocked. You know, I just feel like the main image could have been screwed up a bit. I know you want to showcase the artwork, but you can showcase the artwork by still also showcasing some other awesome stuff. US 4,132, 385. Oh, I got to check one thing real quick here. Oh, let's check out this one. This is the best update that I saw that we're allowed to look at, I think. Congratulations, you unlocked 2 guest designer monster reveals. Here is a sneak peek of Hackajir by Luke Gygax and his daughter Miriam Gygax, obviously related to Gary Gygax, the creator of D&D. These cat-like creatures were created by deep gnomes as guardians against the dangers of the underworld, imbued. Here's a sneak peek. So they're cool. They're showing off the stuff. And that's all they did. Are you interested in using the creatures? Let us know in the comments. There we go. So they are trying to churn it. They didn't ask a question. But they said, well, they did. Are you interested in using these creatures in your game? I feel like a better question, especially considering know your audience, is to say, how are you going to use these creatures in your game? If you're into role-playing, there's a very good chance you like to hear yourself talk. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I like to hear myself talk. But I'm just saying, ask them a question. Let them weave you a beautiful narrative so they can tell you about their character and their people that are going through I think it could, kind of reminds me of those dogs from Resident Evil movies. I definitely want to use the flesh. My players are currently in an arc where such a thing would be appearing. Yeah, so I bet if you asked Jack to tell you, he would have dropped a bit there. The flesh are obviously going to be a good thing to fight in some sort of cold area with lots of ice and snow, somewhat isolated. You just know the local custom is to wear those old Intuit bone snow goggles. So you know, look at this! Like he's already like trying to spin it into something. Get these people engaged. Also, I would be responding to every single one of these comments. Every single one of those comments. If you want them to come back, keep responding to them. Make it a place where they know they're going to get that positive reinforcement for commenting on the stuff. And that's how we tickle those Kickstarter algorithms as well. So not a big fan of the updates, even though they do look like socket. Like, you know what? I'd say they're doing decent in the updates, but I think they could do better. Back for another awesome monster book. I saw in the FAQs that you're waiting to decide if you're going to use the new 5.5e format with the yada yada. Creator, collaborator. Look at this. This is fantastic. Creator, and you're doing awesome here. But hey, I'm just saying, churn those updates as well. You're churning out here. This looks good. So in the end, what are my final grade? Tome Beast 3, Full Throttle, 5th edition, Monster Mayhem. That is so much a long name. Do I want it? Yes. I was sold in the video. I was sold like the first 25, 30 seconds. That was fantastically done. Can you do it? Yes. You established that right from the get-go. The final volume of 5e, Tome of Beast 3. I see it's a threequel. I see it's already raised a ton of money. It's funded in 20 minutes. You know what you're doing, and you do it well, and people are coming back for it. So can you do it? Yes, I feel absolutely comfortable. How much is it? I feel like it's a very reasonable price, but half-point grade drop because I don't know the price. I don't know the exact price of what I'm going to be getting, and that gets thrown into even more of a loop when it comes to those minis. So let's see. Does it list here? No, it does not. So I'm assuming it's not a radical shipping price, but I need to know something about the shipping price. Tell me something. Nothing at all. That really bugs me. Also, the organization, the placement of the stretch goals, I thought that was just not the best choice. The blah main image, because it was, it's great artwork, but there's so much more information that could be conveyed. So in the end, I'm going to give this one a B+. I thought it was a really solid Kickstarter, Tome Beast 3, and there's a reason why it's raised $454,000, is, despite the fact it doesn't have a shipping area, is because they made people want what they were doing. And at the end of the day, as everyone likes to tell me, the shipping, for a lot of people, especially in the United States, isn't that big of a deal. But B+ on this one. Let me know in the comments below what your final grade is. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.